featuring my pitcher. One, two as a starter. 175 strikeouts, so I have more strikeouts than ERA pretty good. Win percentage 85%. What else it has on here? Not really much. Hits, home runs and RBIs with a basically 44% batting average. Surprise. Well, I guess I don't know if you can be in the Cy Young contention and as a rookie, but maybe we could squeeze into it a little bit. Not a reliever. First in Rookie of the Year voting as of right now, over a third baseman and first baseman. Let's see, where is first for Silver Slugger for pitcher? Is there anything else I can be in contention for? I guess not, but still up there in the rankings, first in MLB with 87 wins on the season. Our next game is going to be last game of the series against Houston, so I'll go ahead and sim to that. Go ahead and get into this game. For the training points, I don't remember what I'd upped. I think I upped maybe a little bit more control on my knuckleball and limiting shots, limiting solid hits, as well as limiting batting on while people are on base.
Is our focus, and he really had it all working in his last start, collecting the complete game shutout for his efforts.
Well, it was just one of those dominant performances where he single-handedly won the game for his team. I mean, sure, his team got him at least one run, but the way he was throwing, it looked like he could have kept going all day. That's a game he'll remember for a long time, and I'm sure his teammates would be plenty happy if he can put out an effort similar to that in this one.
Okay, Eric, Steve, and I are ready for baseball, and we'll have it for you next on the show. On a blistering hot day in Houston, the roof is closed and the AC is going full steam. Today, getaway day here in this three-game series between the Chicago Cubs and the Houston Astros. It's interleague baseball on the show.
I really don't know many people on the Houston Astros anymore. If you haven't seen any of my streams before, it's a Tuesday, Thursday stream usually, and I'll put the link to the playlist in the description below if you missed any and you want to go back and watch them.
Doug Fister gets the start for Houston in this one.
I am playing on veteran difficulty, but if this game goes as well as the last one, I'm probably going to up that once again. I forgot for this game, so I'll try to fix that in the next one as long as this game goes pretty well.
And that's cut on and missed. 0-1. EK, one-year-old ball clubs. The Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon, they come in trying to bounce back from a loss last time out, but they've been in good form lately, 5-2 over their last 7.
And they've got that lead in the division even further.
Got my first knuckleball going in perfect spots.
They're well on their way to playing October baseball.
Hopefully this will be a good game for my knuckleball. It's definitely my
most questionable. 1-2. Where it misses, I'm not quite sure.
Not too
pitch.
sure how you take that
It's
one.
not. It's the least consistent. But hopefully this will be the game that I can really use it.
Time now for a quick
As you
look
saw
at
with
the
that
hometown
at
Astros
bat.
starting lineup. Anybody
Pretty
catch your eye,
solid
Eric?
start.
Well, guys, everybody should be looking out for that guy in the number 3 spot. He's been swinging a hot bat all year, and his slugging percentage is soaring over 550.
Where
so
is,
I think there's a pretty good chance he'll have an impact on this game.
Oh, I think I've heard of him.
Carlos Gomez will get his first opportunity here, and that
where
average is
is
certainly not
their
where he wants it,
star
down in the 220s to
second
begin the
baseman?
ballgame.
Well, he hasn't played very well.
He's not in the game.
Look at his last try and hit that thing.
I haven't
Bases are empty,
I haven't done any yet, but if you'd like to see that, I will definitely
Count moves now to 1-2.
do that.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. A little bouncer. That's a foul ball. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. And a swing and a miss by Gomez as he's kept off base here, and there are 2 away now.
They really want me to throw a lot of those knuckleballs this game.
Defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, Matty, Anthony Rizzo is really the centerpiece for this Cubs ball club. Offensively, we know what he does. But defensively, he really holds this infield
Got some nice Nikes on.
Fluid over at first base, good soft hands, and has a good throwing arm as well.
Never heard of this guy before. Springer.
First pitch of the
Must be one of their up-and-comers. Ooh, that was a pretty pitch right there. I like that.
Behind the plate is Dave Lawrence.
Maybe there's a reason they want me to throw a lot of knuckleballs, because it's really seeming to go really well so far.
Maybe only a handful of times.
Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
And you know, I think it's going to be important that when guys get their pitches, they take it.
Ooh, got him.
Have to leave it there, as this is
There we go.
3, and that will
starting up strong with the first 3 batters being all strikeouts.
More matinee baseball here on a Wednesday afternoon following this.
Hopefully I can replicate that.
Will dig in for the first time now. 1 home run shy of 30
Definitely looks like I'm going to be able to reach my goal of 200 strikeouts for the first season if I keep going at the pace I'm going, because I am currently, with those 3 strikeouts, it pushes the strikeouts to 178 for the season, which is 22 away.
It's 1-2 now.
Yeah, sometimes you give a power hitter like this a fastball at eye level, and he just can't help himself.
So hopefully I can be not that far this game and reach my goal by the next game.
He's ready with the 2-2 pitch.
Really not threatening me at all.
Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first.
I wonder.
And he was really late on this one.
I wonder what's the record for most strikeouts in a game, in an MLB game.
Barrel through. I mean, it's darn near in the catcher's glove already. That tells me he was probably looking for something else.
Preston Tucker will get his first shot at it here.
Man, this guy's struggling.
To turn things around, because you see the numbers over the last 5 games. Not much going on there at all.
Attack his weak spots first.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1.
And you know, this is a guy that loves the ball down and in. It's one of the locations he really covers well, so they're going to want to mix their spots here.
Gets on
just
top of one
enough
here and chops it foul right at home plate. The windup and the 0-2 pitch.
As long as this thing stays in the zone. There we go. Alright, first contact with the bat, the 5th batter.
Evan Gattis will make his way in now as you get a look at his splits there.
Good thing I'm not left-handed. Even though he has a better batting average against left-handers, but he has more home runs and RBIs against right-handers. That makes a lot of sense.
Chop fouled over towards the coaching box.
See if I can get him off.
A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind.
Was shaking up a little bit. See if I can get it right outside the zone.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning.
Should have stick with the Braves, man. Should have stayed with the Braves.
They trail it here 3-0. A beautiful day here in the Space City as we're all set for the start of the 3rd inning on the show. John Singleton will stand in. He comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game.
Yeah, not really a great performance for him yesterday, but that's just part of this ball game. You have to know that those rough ones are going to come up and bite.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1. And he's keeping it down here, and that's a called strike 2.
Now that he's fully loose out there, you can see he's getting a little more zip on that fastball than he had coming out of the gate.
And a swing and a miss as he picks up yet another strikeout. 6 of them already, and there's 1 gone in the inning.
And the way this guy's pitching, you can bet these guys are thinking, thank goodness he's over in the other league. I'd hate to face him 3 or 4 times a year. Once is way too much.
Number 2 will stand in, and as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against the southpaws than he does against right-handers.
I thought he was a shortstop. No, or third baseman.
And a good fastball there, but this just misses the zone for ball 1. Astros still have yet to tally their first hit in this one. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Well, it's looking like this might be their best chance to get that first base runner out there. And really, this has been one of the few guys that's even been ahead in the count.
Got himself a 2-0 fastball there, but he couldn't connect. 2-1. A pretty dangerous spot for that one.
I don't think it was by design. It's one thing to miss your spots out of the zone, but when you miss in the zone, especially up, that's when you tend to get hurt.
All even at 2-2. Here it is. To short. Gloved by Russell. Throw gets him. He's 2 down.
Batting ninth, third baseman, number 8.
Number 8 stands in for the first time. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1.
Well, he's gotten away here early with leaving some of these pitches out over the middle of the plate, especially to start some of these at-bats.
Bases are empty here with 2
Right,
men
a
out.
fastball. Ooh.
Setting him up inside as he swings and misses for strike 2.
This is the trouble when you're facing a guy like this. You get into a hole, and now you don't know what to look for. He's got 4 pitches he could turn to here.
Strike 3 called as he can't get the bat off his shoulders. Side
There's
retired.
7 strikeouts.
1, 2, 3 go the Astros.
To
They're
end
down 4-0.
the 3rd inning.
Number 16.
Not going to get an at-bat this time because they're using DHs for this game
Into the windup
because of
and
their
the pitch.
American League.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count.
So that's kind of
0-1.
disappointing, but
Swing, chop foul right at
means
home
I can
plate.
rely on my strong hitters
Into the
from the
windup. Here
position
comes the 0-2
players.
To this point, so control has been really spot on so far.
Here's Carlos Gomez. As he'll get caught chasing a bad one there at strike 1.
And this is becoming a theme now. It's part of why he's been so successful out there so far. Let these guys chase that first pitch and get him in a hole right away.
Late decision to swing that time, and as a result, it's 0-2.
Yeah, a couple of mid-90s fastballs, and he hasn't been close on either one of them.
Trying to strike him out for the second time. Struck him out, and he becomes the 9th strikeout victim thus
Hey, I
far.
can't help you
Well,
not swinging.
so much for your number 1 and 2 guys being your table setters. And they're both gone now.
I don't have a
back-to-back
card for
strikeouts.
that just yet, so that's on their decision.
Here's George Springer. As he will swing at the first pitch and send a ground ball out to short. And a close play at the bag, but a good stretch by the first
Nice
baseman.
throw
Got
by
the out, and the inning is
Russell.
over. Astros go down 1-2-3.
Hopefully he
they
can
trail here 4-0.
get that gold glove again that he had last season.
Carlos Correa will stand in to start things out here in the home half of the 5th. And you get the sense, Steve, that this crowd's been pretty well taken out of the ballgame to this point.
Yeah, they pretty much had to sit on their hands all afternoon. Not a lot to get excited about so far. And I think that's a credit to that man out there on the mound. He's cut right through this lineup for the first 4 innings.
Swing and a miss, 1-1. And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now. And he Struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far.
Well, not only is that 10 strikeouts now, but I'll tell you what, we've still got a few innings to go here. He keeps throwing the way he is.
What you call it?
He can make that number really interesting by the time this one's through.
Off speed pitch. Curved a little bit more than I wanted it to, but
he got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Out in front of it, strike one. Astros still have yet to tally their first hit in this one. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Dude look like he was looking at his shoes on that pitch.
And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ball game. Still a little early to start talking about these things. There you go, right there. A big goose egg in that hit column, worth keeping in mind as we get later into the afternoon. Evan Gattis will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
Boy, we're well into this ball game now, and he's thrown 70% first pitch strikes to all the hitters he's faced. And when you can get ahead, your results are going to turn out well.
Right back to him on the mound. And they'll toss this one on to first as they're kept off the scoreboard again, and the inning is over.
I did upgrade my
1-2-3 go the Astros.
Reactions.
They're on the short end of a 4-0 score.
Fielding and stuff. Last time I did training points, I think.
John Singleton will lead things off here for Houston as they look to get things started in this 6th inning.
Boy, they've got some work to do here, but there's still a lot of time left in this game, so just chip away, chip away.
Here comes the first pitch.
Oh.
And he lays off there, 1-0.
First knuckleball that's been out of the zone all game. See if I can get one back inside the zone.
Knuckleball taken there, and that'll even it up at 1.
You want me to do it again?
Now he bounces a knuckleball up to the plate for a ball.
I ain't doing no more
at least
knuckleballs.
he's taking a few pitches here.
Just add
That's
that.
more than the rest of these guys can say.
To 2-2 now.
And that has been the comfort zone so far in this outing. He's just lived on that outside corner, and it's paid big dividends for him.
Set to deal on 2-2. And he's just rolling right now, and even dozen strikeouts for him in the ball game.
Well, this is a stroll he's taken 5 times in this series now. That slow walk back to the dugout after getting punched out. After a while, these things, they start to wear on you. You've got to try to keep the mindset that every at-bat's a new opportunity, but most of the time, that's easier said than done.
Stepping in now, number 2. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time, it's 0-1. For that man right there, you need look back only to his last start to see a performance like the one he's shown here so far.
And well on his way to another great outing. And that's what you get when you mix your speeds and throw a lot of strikes.
No runs, no hits, 1 error so far for the Astros.
Got him.
Ooh.
As he just continues to mow down these hitters.
Oh,
13
man.
strikeouts
just
now.
enough for him to
And
swing
so far,
at it.
that's been the tale of this game in a nutshell. Way too many
I'm talking
pitches
about.
being swung at out of the strike zone.
Watch this.
I mean, it's almost getting comical now. And if I'm pitching on the mound, I wouldn't throw anything close to the strike zone.
Got him. Alright, should be
Standing
easy
in
out
now,
here.
number 8.
Hopefully.
As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Grounded back up the middle.
Oh, another fielder. Come on, throw it.
Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired.
Wow.
Astros go down 1-2-3. They're down 4-0.
Using turning points toward fielding actually did help a lot. I actually got to field both the balls that went my way. it didn't sneak into that
Number 16.
in between second and shortstop
hoping to put one
area.
in play. 0 for 2 with a couple of
Both those
strikeouts
probably
so
could have been
far.
possible
Yeah,
hits.
the last thing he wants is that dreaded hat trick. So we'll see if he can make something happen this time.
On the ground
Easy
to third.
ground out.
And taking it out there for the first out.
Now batting.
And for you at home, all I'm going to do is direct your attention to the hits column right there. It is what it is here in the 7th inning.
Carlos Gomez will stand in, and he, like so many others, hitless in the ballgame so far. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. First offering on
I
its
wouldn't
way.
even worry about it.
They
Not
set
right
the
now.
target in, and this finds the inside corner for strike one.
He's done a really good job of kind of getting ahead of hitters here by throwing first pitch strikes to 70% of the batters he's faced, and that's why he's doing so well.
Oh, and he's really getting the... And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. No runs, no hits. One error so far for the Astros. Just inside, not by much. It's 2-2.
And when he's down
Not
0-2,
again.
he's smart
What?
enough to know guys are going to try and get him to chase. So
Better not stop
now
it.
at 2-2, he's got himself back
Oh,
to
no.
a spot where he doesn't have to go after a pitcher's pitch.
Chop foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Got him.
Got
So
him.
that's the second out of the inning. And
Number
he's
14,
7 outs
baby.
away now. So he's still got his shutout working here in the 7th. And with that in mind, we check out the league leaders in shutouts.
Well, it's just business
Shutout
as
master,
usual for him,
so
Matt.
they need to call
He
him.
leads the National League in that category. So he can just flat out control a game. He's done that so far in this one.
That's
and
one
we'll
reason
see if
why
he
I'm
can
really
add another one
surprised
to
I'm
his
not even
shutouts
in
lead.
consideration for
Springer
Cy Young.
is in for the third time as he swings
Even though
and
I'm a
misses
rookie,
at that one. It's
still.
0-1.
Ah, that's just a great spot for
Stats
the fastball
show
against a
show
hitter
for
like
itself.
this. Just off the plate enough to make him offer, but not
Should
good
at least
enough
be in
that he can
third.
do anything with it.
Anything.
And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control 0-2.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up.